This Meditainment production is brought to you today by the Samurai Aquatics and Decor Metaventure. Scan that QR code or click that link in the description and dive yourself headfirst into the Samurai Aquatics Discord server to pleasure your peepers on our current and future range of outdoor decor.
Warning, this podcast is produced by Metaverse Ventures Entertainment and contains unsolicited and heavily biased opinions which are solely the views of the individuals involved. It does not include investment advice of any kind and you are responsible for undertaking your own financial, including tax liability research relevant to your own individual circumstances.
We're going to move over to the How to UDU segment. Now, this one's entitled Drama Management. Now, if you weren't aware, there's quite a big drama has kicked off related to the UDU team this week. Now, I'm not going to get into the specifics of that. I'm sure it's all out there and whatnot, but just this is more just of a general overview as how we as a kind of a no development team, how we've managed to navigate drama all through our history. And my gosh, have we had to wade through a lot of it. So as the team has evolved at this point in time, we really don't need to deal a lot of hands-on kind of drama management, but we do have a system in place to deal with it. So Cheese and I are the sovereigns of the UDU team. So what that means is we're kind of the core leaders. And if there's any sort of kind of minor drama that pops up, then we can, more often than not, we can just kind of sort that out ourselves, between us, or, we'll have conversations with Finsky or some of the other members in the back end, but that's more to do with minor problems. Now, if something is a little bit more serious or that we think that needs a little bit more attention, then we do have our second layer management in there, which is our sentinels. And those are Finsky, Coop, Steve, and Nubex. We often look to them to kind of deal with those kind of little situations, or if there's a bigger problem, like what happened this week. Now, for this week, this particular problem kind of by association impacted on Cheese and myself. So we were kind of a bit too close to it to get involved. So we did kind of pass that over to the Sentinels to navigate as much as possible. And especially Finsky put in just a ton of work to kind of collate all the information, kind of discuss everything with the parties involved, and eventually work out what the repercussions were going to be, and this, that, and the other thing. We can say that has run its course now, as far as the UDU is concerned, with the member in question having been dropped, having all their server roles dropped. So they're essentially back down to the vetting role, which is the entry level role to the server. And that'll be for an additional 6 months probation. That's all pending the official investigation by Upland, and we'll just follow Finsky's lead there because he is the head of the vetting team. So I don't know, Cheese, is there anything else you wanted to touch on there on how we go about managing drama, aside from just you and I venting at each other in DMs?
Things happen.
Yeah.
People make mistakes. We don't like to just sweep things under the carpet, but at the same time, we don't like to just ignore it and pretend everything is good. I think what we have in place is really, really good. We have a great team of sentinels that we can rely on when stuff like this happens. What we came up with was what we kind of followed our heart with, because anybody who we let into the UDU, we want to be really careful, but at the same time, your family, and we don't want to hurt anybody at the same time. And we love you, like your family, like so you are going to get that chance of redemption and whatnot. And I just hope this works out great, because the person is somebody amazing, and And like
Yeah,
we
and
love them. We love them.
absolutely. Now, this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is probably only the third time we've had to use this system. The first time we kind of had to use it, the player in question was kind of not really on board with the whole thing, so that kind of impacted on the ultimate outcome. The second time was a situation where it came to light that one of our members was under 18 years old, and at that time there was no clarification on how strict Upland was going to be with the terms of service. So, you know, we followed this kind of process. That player dropped out, and then kind of I forget, but we definitely got word from Upland that it was kind of a pretty loose terms of service requirement. So then we onboarded that player back in. So yeah, it's a pretty simple system we've got, but it does appear to be effective. So we shall see how we go. And we're kind of lucky now that we have this new vetting system where we didn't, with the role in the server, so we didn't have that previously. So there weren't a lot of options. Like prior to this whole system, we had the dungeon, and people used to get locked up in Cheese's dungeon. So that all got a bit spicy.
Yeah, I miss the dungeon.
Yes. So as far as the UDU is concerned, that kind of has run its course internally for us at this point in time. We're just waiting for more information and seeing how we can assist our valued member. And I think we'll just leave it at that.